Whew. Well, Kumastan Mabuhay and welcome. My Ogabiti, it's around about 8:15, I think. I'm quite sure. Didn't look at the clock for a while. But anyway, it's Saturday and it's a bit wet up on the go. Oh, look, my tail is getting a bit longer. Look, I'm 67 years of age and I'm like a little kid. One day I'll grow up, folks, but not quite yet. Yeah, my tail is getting quite long. I'm actually going down to the hairdresser. I've got my own hairdresser. Her name's Zali. She's really nice. Her and her partner, like me, they like to go out camping and shooting and fishing and all that sort of stuff. And she's got a boat, and so we're going to go fishing on a boat one day. But she's going to bead it, you know, put in the beads like like a Rastafarian. Yeah, so I can't wait to get that done. It'll look pretty good because it's scruffy right now, you know. And it curls up and it just flies apart, you know, so I want to get it sort of uniform, so I'm going to get it nicely beaded. I actually bought some gold rings, tiny gold rings to go on it. But the thing is they've got a habit of falling out and they're too expensive to lose, so anyway, I just get some beads done. Making videos is thirsty work, so I'm treating myself tonight, and I've got one very special subscriber who's going to appreciate my drink of choice tonight, which is Jameson triple distilled Irish whiskey, product of Ireland, obviously established 1780. Smooth Irish whiskey made the John Jameson's way since 1780. It's got a pregnancy warning on the back. Imported into Australia by Pernod Ricard Winemakers, Proprietary Limited, 167 Fullerton Road, Dulwich, South Australia, 5065. Imported into New Zealand by the same crowd in Graham Street, Auckland Central. So it's 22 standard drinks and it's 40% alcohol. So ladies and gentlemen, I should get quite a buzz. Now, my friend who is also a keen purveyor of the snorting whiskey, he's like me, he likes them in big glasses. I've got really fancy whiskey tumblers, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I've got some Suki glasses somewhere. They were like $120 each for the genuine Japanese. It's spelled Tsuki. If you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, Japan has some of the most unbelievably smooth, beautiful whiskies. Who would think that Japan, you think of sake, but you don't think of whiskey. Well, Japanese whiskey, ladies and gentlemen, next time you go down to Bolo, thing is, you won't find a Japanese whiskey anywhere under $100. They are expensive because, oh my God, it's like drinking silk. It just goes, You know, okay, this is just an average. This was only $69 down at the bowling club, but, you know, why not when you want to enjoy it? So, that was good. Reason for the video? Well, a couple of things. That product that I haven't got any of, money, I spent a shitload of it today. Can't exactly explain what on though. I sort of gave Mike Dowdy a hint on one of his videos today, but anyway. The reason for this video is, as you know, I buy an inordinate large number of bits and pieces and items off Temu. Who doesn't? In fact, Ellie is complaining that like every second day of the week, there's a Temu package turning up here. I have spent a lot of money on that crowd, on all sorts of different gadgets and bits and pieces, actually. So, Temu in Australia, I don't know what it's like in your part of the world where you are, but Temu have a $40 minimum spend. Whatever you want to buy, you have to buy $40 worth to get them to send whatever. So if you want to buy something for $25, you've got to buy something else for $15. Once it hits $40, then you can check it out. Now, recently what these nasty, cheating, sly little Chinese pricks have been doing is splitting the orders. They'll send you the dearest, say like, I'll give you an example. Today, before we went to town, Ellie and I went for a drive. We had to go into Lismore to do some stuff. I ordered 4 items on Temu, and the one was a solar motion camera, video camera with all the remote control, everything like that for outside. And that was $32.97. They're cheap as chips. You can see them on your phone. They monitor. You can talk through them. They've got night vision. Yeah, they're cheap as chips. Anyway, I thought I'd get one from Temu to see how they go. And Ellie wanted some hair products, which took the total from $32.97 up to $48 something. So sure, I'm over the $40 minimum spend. It said, go to checkout, submit payment, which I did, and it goes, because my details are logged in, and it goes, payment successful. Oh, cool. I check my email, and there it says, the camera. And I go, what? Unsa? So they've only sent me the camera. But the camera is only $32.78 or something. It's not $40. So by their own bloody rules, they've stuffed up. The minimum spend is $40. But they've left the other 3 items, the hair accessories that Elaine wanted, in the cart, which means I've got to spend, and they added up to like just under $20. So that means I've now got to spend another $20 to bring up to the minimum spend. So I got on the customer service. And I told them in no uncertain terms, you fucking thieves, you con men and fraudsters, you little Chinese pricks, sort this out or I'll make a complaint to the ACCC. You can't do this. This is Australia. It's not China. This is a con. This is a fraud. This is a scam. I said, why did you split the order? They wouldn't answer the question. Why did you send the camera, which is valued only at $32.78, not $40, which is your minimum spend? They said, just go back to the cart and add your other items and get them to... And so I go back to the cart, but it's only $19.98 or something like that, and it clearly says there, minimum spend $40, add more, So this is what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. It's a con. Now, I've been a huge customer of these people. I've spent a lot of money with them. I've had so many packages bowl up to my house. I mean, the courier knows this place, in his sleep. And this is what they're doing to make extra money, to con people. And I said to them, listen, the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission are onto bastards like you. It doesn't matter how big you are in China, here you're shit. Australian people start making complaints about you, you're not going anywhere. You can't do this. I put in an order for $48 plus. You've cut the order down to $32, which is below your minimum spend, and sent me that. But now you put the others that were in that $48 order aside, which they're under $20 on their own, and now you want me to spend another $20 to buy those as well. This is a frigging fraud. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody else out there in Australia who deal with Temu, this has happened to as well? Let's take the bastards on. Little Chinese pricks think they can screw with us here in Australia? No fucking way. No fucking way. If you have been screwed in a similar manner by Temu, you've ordered over $40 worth of stuff, they've sent you one item or an item under $40, but they've kept the other ones in the cart, so you have to make up more purchases to get to another $40, let me know. And let's whack this out. I mean, hey, class action lawsuit. There are lawyers in Australia who would take that on in a class action free on a multi-million dollar company like that, worldwide company like that. They would love this sort of shit. You laugh, you say, but no, this is how these class actions start. These big companies that are successful, they get too big for their boots, they get too greedy, And then little bloke like you and me, we fight back. And guess what? We win. Rules are rules. But here in Australia, the Competition and Consumer Commission are no idiots. They're very good at what they do. And when Chinese arseholes try to screw Australian consumers, they'll be on it. They'll be on it. So if anybody out there in Australia has been screwed by Temu, you've ordered something, say you've ordered 3 or 4 items or 2 or 3 items, they've sent one and then they've left the rest in the cart saying you've got to make up more again to buy $40 worth, let me know. Let me know. Tell me what you think. These bastards are not going to get away with it. I'm not sitting there to be screwed. This stuff costs money. I'd rather be spending it on that than giving it to some sleazy little yellow-skinned arsehole in China. I'm sorry, fuck him. It's not as good as the Chinese stuff, but Jesus, it's good. Oh, I can see I'm going to go to bed with a sore head tonight. And to my mate who loves his whiskey, we'll see you next week when you get home. Hey, thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff having a rant and a rave, but why not? I hate being screwed. Do you hate being screwed? Let me know. And especially if it's by some little Chinese prick. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Siggy, Siggy. Ooh, ooh. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Siggy, Siggy. Ooh, ooh. Bye now.